Yeah, we had a good, really good training session this weekend. This week we trained with high intensity. We spoke about our principles with and against the ball, and the players were very open-minded for the new things, and that this is what I like. And it was a good start. We are still in the process now, and we are looking forward to go to Watford to show what we can do, on the pitch, and yeah, that's it.
What are your first impressions of the team, of the players that you've inherited?
Yeah, I spoke about our principles now, and I feel immediately they are very open-minded for this, and this is a good thing because we need this. And also, the intensity on the pitch was very high, and it showed me they are ready to do things on the pitch what I like. And yeah, we have a good energy in this group now. It was a good start, and yeah, let's see what happens in the next days.
Ahead of your first game, how much are you implementing your own system and preferences, and how much are you putting the players that you've inherited in a position where they might be most comfortable to get results quickly?
Yeah, we spoke in a meeting about what we can do, what is important for us, and then I got the overview about all the players on the pitch. It was very important for me to have the first impression on the pitch, and it's also about my staff. We have a lot of conversation now to get the feeling for each players. It's about to have a chat with the players, and yeah, I will decide on Saturday who is the first starting 11 and who can show us what we expect from the players.
Do you have a preferred formation, or are you quite flexible in that regard?
Yeah, I spoke in the press conference about the principles, and I think this is the first key for me to have our principles in our match. That was also the topic for this week, to have some meetings about the principles and about the formation. Yeah, it's about to have the right players in the right position, and I hope I will choose the right formation for this match, and then yeah, we can go forward.
Sasha Lenzer has been confirmed to your coaching staff. Can you tell us about his role and how he will help you as part of your staff?
Yeah, I know Sasha for a long term. We met each other in Leipzig. We worked together in Leipzig. We promoted in Leipzig to the first division, and we are really good friends. We have a good relationship. I trust him. He is also a smart guy to understand the locker room, the dressing room, and it's very important that you have, beside the tactical things, also a guy who is very strong to connect, to create a relationship, to create energy in this group, and that was the reason why I want to have him here, and I'm very happy that he is here now.
Are you any closer to announcing any further staff additions? Can you give us any names of people who will also be joining your staff?
Yeah, before I will speak about maybe the new stuff, I want to say a thank you to Steven, to Neil, to Andy, and to Nick. It was a great support from them, from the under 21. It did very well this week. It was immediately a good relationship. We worked very hard on the pitch, and it was very helpful for me. And yeah, for the future, I hope we will find the agreement tomorrow with 2 more coaches. Then we can travel together to Watford. But we are still in the last steps, and this is the reason why I have to wait until these agreements are done.
So just to clear that, there's 2 coaches potentially tomorrow. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
I think a lot of fans are intrigued by the idea of a British coach coming in. Is that one any closer? Are you in a position to talk about that? And what kind of a coach are you looking for to fill that role if a British coach is still joining the team?
It will be a British coach because he knows the English culture. I expect from him to bring his experience in. He will be a very experienced guy, and yeah, this is what I expect from him. And we had really good conversations in the last days. We are very close. We have a good relationship. I feel immediately the energy he can bring us, and this is the reason why I hopefully we can find the agreement tomorrow.
I'm going to do a bit of journalism digging around here, Danny. Has he been a manager in this country? Is he a coach? Is he somebody that you've maybe crossed paths with before and worked with in the past? What can you tell us?
Both coaches were manager before in different countries, and now there are also assistant coaches. This is the reason why I took them, because they can also lead some parts in the training session. That's very helpful for me, and everybody will be a specialist in his part of the game.
Marvin Johnson wasn't used by the previous manager, but we have seen him back on the training ground this week. So how are his fitness levels, given that he hasn't been playing, and could he return to the team under your leadership?
Yeah, I had a good conversation with Marvin. We spoke about what I expect from him on and off the pitch. This is very important for me. For me, it's important to looking forward. It's not about to looking back, and it's the reason why we took him for part of training session. Now we look to the data and step by step, and if the data are right, then we bring him back in the squad, in the training, and then it's about the performance in the training, if he's in the squad or not.
Are you a very data-driven manager? Do you look at a lot of different things, fitness levels, performance levels, to help guide you? You know, is it quite an analytical approach that you take?
Yeah, it's important during the week to have an overview about the load and the performance in the training, that we have a good balance between high intensity but also recovery. That was the reason why we train Hoyt a little bit less than the other 3 days, because our load was very high, and this is what I like. And yeah, it's useful, it's helpful to take the data for some parts of the games, but it's also important to have an overview, a view and impression on the pitch by myself.
How do you feel that in 2 days, Danny, you will be taking charge of your first game as a manager?
Yeah, I'm looking forward. It's a big challenge in Watford, but we are ready for this, and I'm ready for this, and yeah, hopefully we can bring and take points there. It's important now in our situation to create self-confidence, and for me it's I spoke about the dream becomes true, and this is the reason why I'm really happy about the situation now, and it was a good start in the week, and now we have to go to Watford.
Very best of luck, Danny. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Rob.
You alright, Danny? How you doing?
Hey. I'm okay, and you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I want to ask you about your sort of managerial influence. Obviously, you've worked very closely with Hansi Flick, but in terms of your, I suppose, role models, which managers have had the biggest impact on you in the way that you work?
I think as a role model, it was important that I got the experience from Ralf Rangnick about the philosophy, to how you can play against the ball, how you can create something, how you can building up something. But I think you can take from every coach some parts, and it's not just to say, okay, this is my role model or he is my role model. It's about take the parts from them, bring them to your idea, and then you create your own philosophy, your own style of football, your own coaching.
Yeah, does that count for people that you haven't worked with as well? Do you look at other managers of different teams that you haven't worked alongside and think, maybe I could use that part of what they do?
Yeah, I'm always open-minded for new things. It's important that you are also looking beside your style of football, and sometimes it's just you watch the football and you see one clip and you think, oh, that's an interesting clip. I take him, and then I'm interested in this, and then maybe you can take this also for your style of football. This is always the part what I do. Be open-minded for new things, and also sometimes have some talks with some coaches, different coaches, to understand what they are doing. And yeah, these are all the points what I like to do.
Yeah, we spoke to Josh Windass earlier, and he was talking about how high the levels are that you demand in training sessions. He said you were like if you weren't seeing the levels that you wanted, you'd stop it and make sure that people upped the game. What have you found of the levels of the team so far?
As our team, he can keep the ball, he can play very fast in front, they can defending very well, and it's a really, really good point to see how strong is our team, how good we can train, and now it's about a transfer from the training to a match. I think that is the next important step, but all the things we are tried to train was really, really good in the last 3 days, and yeah, I demand a lot from the players, not only for the legs, but also for the mind. It was a little bit hard for them. Also, we had every single day a meeting to show what I expect, what I demand from them. But they were open-minded, they were fresh, and a lot of energy was on the pitch then.
Excellent. Yeah. I imagine that the training facilities at Bayern Munich and the German national team are quite good. How are they at Middlewood? Is everything as you need?
I'm honest, I like this. It's very close to each other. We have a good relationship. I feel the energy also in the training squad with the under 21 coaches. We had great support from them. We have 2 pitches. We have a good kitchen, good food. We have the environment. It's perfect to have a hard work on the pitch, and we have everything what we need.
Yeah. Have you found yourself somewhere to live yet?
Sorry?
Have you found yourself somewhere to live yet in Sheffield, or are you still in a hotel?
At the moment, I'm still in the hotel. Maybe today I will visit some apartments, but yeah, that's at the moment not the important key. Important key is that we hard work on the pitch, and yeah, my house is at the moment the training ground.
Yeah, fair enough. Rob sort of asked you about Marvin Johnson there, but that one spot you've got left in the squad, there is still Mohamed Diaby, who's recovering from injury. I saw that Kieran Brennan was up with the first team as well. How does it work in terms of selecting that 25th man? Do you, like with Momo, for instance, is he going to be in a position to be able to get fit before January anyway?
Yeah, we are by the injured players. We are still in the process. We have to look how's the process in the next weeks and months. That is what it is, and yeah. For me, in the first week, it's not the easiest way to get all the information together, but I have a good staff. We had today a conversation with the coaches. We have tomorrow a conversation with the coaches, and then we will find the right players for our style of football. For me, it's important that I saw that everybody is ready to play.
Yeah, you were at the 21s game on Friday on your unveiling day. What was your first Hillsborough experience like, and what do you think of the quality of the youngsters as well?
Yeah, it was a under 21 match. Both teams give everything on the pitch. For me, the first impression was the fans. It was unbelievable. The atmosphere in the stadium. There were fans there, and it was a warm welcome from them also to my side. And this is, it shows a lot. Now we are looking forward. It's also important that we have a good relationship to the under 21. We will have a talk every week to have a good overview what we can bring, who we can bring in to the team, and then maybe we have also some training session together. And this is also about the process to get a feeling for a lot of players.
Yeah. I might be wrong, but I with Davis Vasquez, I didn't see him in any of the training footage or pictures this week. Is everything all right with Davis at the moment? Davis Vasquez, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he was a little bit ill, but now he's back. Everything is fine. He will be back on the pitch tomorrow.
Brilliant. And just lastly, there's quite a few different languages in this team: Spanish, French. German now, or yourself. Your English is very good. Do you speak any other languages?
No, no. It's not my strength, languages, but it's okay. Sometimes it's not about the words or the language. Sometimes it's also about the body, a language, to give him a huddle, to have a contact, to have eye views, and that's all about to create a connection to the players. And then we have also video to speak with them. Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Cheers, Danny. All the best.
Thanks.
Hi, Danny.
Hey.
Just on sort of injuries, I mean, I know you've only been in the door a couple of days. We heard from Josh Windass that he's back fit. How are the likes of Barry Bannon? Has he trained this week?
Barry Bannon is also back. He trained very well this week. He shows his quality. He's so important player for us. And yeah, I'm happy that he's back. It's good. It's a good sign. It's a good time. And he trained very well this week.
Deshaun Bernard as well. He was on international duty. Has he come back? Is he fit?
Yeah, he's also back. Everything gets fine, and then tomorrow we will see. And tomorrow I will select the squad for Watford.
I know you said you've focused on getting your principles across to the players. I mean, how much have you focused on that? How do you find a balance between implementing your methods early on and finding out sort of, you know, which players are ready to just play in your system?
Yeah, I think for me it was important that we showed immediately one direction, what I want to have, what I demand from them, and that was the reason why we had a lot of meetings. And then you get a feeling for them who can play it immediately, and some players, okay, we have to improve them. It's also about a process. It's not that everybody can play it immediately, but this is now a process for us to train with them, show them videos, give them a feedback, and so on. And yeah, it's still a process.
I mean, how difficult is that as a new, sort of when you come in as a new manager to get your ideas across quickly? Have you noticed the players taking that on board?
Yeah, I had the feeling that I really enjoy the work on the pitch, and they are also very fresh when I spoke about my principles in the meeting, and this is what I like, and this is also important to have a basics, and we train our basics with the ball and also against the ball, and tomorrow we will train again, and then we had good 4 training sessions with high intensity, I hope so. And then, yeah, we will be ready. I know it's a process. It's not about to say, okay, we have to do this, and immediately all things will work very well. But the process was good this week, and yeah.
You spoke about Sasha Lenz as well. I mean, he worked as a psychiatrist at Man United, if I'm right. I mean, how important is the mental side of the game, especially when a team, you know, in Sheffield Wednesday position is at the bottom of the league?
Yeah, it's important key to be also mental ready to do the challenge. I know if you are in a match, then there's a stress. You have a stress as a player, and this is what we also train. It's about train the stress situation in the training to be ready in the match. And yeah, a key part is Sasha Lenz. He has a feeling for the players. He knows sometimes this player need a chat. This player need a push, and this is what I expect from him, and he did it very well the last days and was very helpful for me.
You've obviously spoken about your principles. I mean, have you been impressed by any players in particular that you might not want to single them out, but has anyone impressed you and looks to be the right player for your style of play?
No, I think it was the whole squad. It was everybody was ready. Everybody was ready to press, everybody was ready to keep the ball, and it's not about one player. I speak about a net with the ball and against the ball, and it's the reason why you need 11 players and also the players around. Everybody has to be ready for our style of football, and this is also what we have to train.
Just to go back to Marvin Johnson, obviously he was left out by the former boss. I know you said it's about looking forward. What's his response been in training this week? And I know you have a decision to make on who the 25th man will be. Has he sort of impressed you in the early couple of days?
Yeah, Marvin, it was important that I have a talk with Marvin about the situation, and now we watch the datas, and then we know he is ready. When he is ready to come back, then we will take him. Then maybe the next step is to train on Sunday in the recovery session with the other players. They don't play, and then we have a look how's the process during the next week, and then I'm convinced about his quality. I heard a lot of good things from him, and yeah, then keep going.
I know obviously, just last one from me, I mean, I know there's a lot of time between now and the January window, but have you got sort of any indication as to what sort of budget you might have?
I think at the moment it's very important that we are work with our players here. For sure, we will look how is the process in the next weeks, and then I think we will decide in the next months what we can do in the January transfer market. But at the moment, it's for me more the key to develop our players, to bring them forward, and that's it.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.
Hi Danny, Stuart from the Yorkshire Post, pleased to see you.
Hey.
You talked about Sasha being a link with the players. How important with the way you work is the captain, and have you had an individual chat with Barry Bannon?
Yeah, for sure. I spoke with Barry. It's important that I have also a feedback from them. What is the thoughts in the dressing room? How's the feeling? How was the first day? And the feedback was very well. And yeah, it's important to have also your connection with the captain. And I also chat with Liam, and all the guys are important key role.
So are you a guy who likes to have one captain or a leadership group when you mentioned Liam there?
Yeah, I think it's important that you have a captain who can be the link to the team. But it's also important for me to have a conversation with all the players to get a feeling how it is. Is there private problems? Is there a problem in the football and so on? For me, it's very important to create a relationship to each players, and it's also the reason I took some good coaches around me in the future, because then we can create more individual meetings and we can speak with each player very often.
And you mentioned the under-21 coaches who've been working with you this last week. How important have they been in teaching you the things about the players that you just can't see on videos?
Yeah, they were so incredible. It was really, really great to have them by my side as a coaches. We spoke a lot about, and yeah, it was so important that I get a lot informations before we had the first meeting on Monday in the morning. We spoke about the players and the situations, and during the week we trained together, and it was helpful because after every training session we did a little bit of analyze from the training. And yeah, it's important to have at the moment a lot of guys around me. They knows the players and the club.
You've obviously inherited a team in a difficult position. Have you felt the need to sort of lift the mood, or do you think it's been lifted just by the fact that there's a new face and a new idea?
Oh yeah, I think it's about. What is it? Sorry, we have.
Stuart.
If you come as a new manager, then everybody is a little bit open-minded for this, but I have the feeling that we are in a good way to train what we expect, and also with the feedback from the players is very important, that they enjoy and that they know now what we have to do, and it was the feedback from the last 3 days.
And obviously the Bundesliga is a very good league. So what is it that makes a German coach want to work in England, and how much of that is down to seeing people like Jürgen Klopp and David Wagner and Daniel Farke and people like that do it in the past?
Yeah, it was when I was in Southampton 5 years ago, and I feel immediately that it's a great place to be here in the UK. It's different to German, but I like the fans, I like the atmosphere in the stadium, and it's also good to have some good coaches here from Germany. But I know it's always a challenge in the league. We have also some good English coaches, and everybody try his best. And yeah, we will do also here in Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, good luck with it. Thank you.
Thank you.
For your time.